In the last lesson, we learned about how combining rhythmic motifs can create rhythmic phrases. In this lesson, we're going to learn about different types of phrases. There are only 3 types of phrases: those that suggest continuation, those that suggest a temporary repose, and those that suggest finality. Although these 3 types of phrases are more easily delineated through means of melody and harmony, which we shall see later, rhythm can also lend its hand in forming of musical sentences. Let's take a look at a few examples and see how changing the ends of the phrase rhythmically can affect what the phrase will suggest to the listener. Here's our original phrase. Let's say we want to have this phrase suggest a sense of finality, like the period at the end of a sentence. There are a couple things you could do to accomplish this. First, you can end on a strong beat. The stronger the beat, the greater the degree of finality. Second, you can end on a note of longer duration than all the notes that came before it. In the following example, we have changed the last measure so that we end on the strongest beat, beat 1, and we have made the note a whole note so that it is longer than all the previous notes, thus giving it more weight. This phrase now suggests a sense of finality. Next, let's say that we wanted to create a temporary sense of repose, like the comma in a sentence. There are a couple of things you can do to accomplish this. The first way is by adding rests to the end of the phrase. This suggests to our ear that we are not really at the end yet, and that the music will continue on momentarily. The second way to suggest a temporary sense of repose is by ending on a weak beat. This suggests that the music will go on. Our ear naturally wants to hear more. And finally, let's say that we wanted to suggest a sense of continuation. The best way to accomplish this is by ending the phrase with very short notes, such as eighths, sixteenths, etc. This will create the impression that we are not stopping, not even momentarily, and will continue on. This type of phrase will connect very nicely to a second phrase.